You supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid L. Why you mad?
The Kid L podcast.
Rocking and rolling, baby. Truth is in the building. How you doing today, fam?
I'm doing great.
Second time you've been on here, right?
That's what I was just about to say. It feels really good to be back on here to hopefully clear up some controversy or some things that have been misconstrued.
Right. Obviously, one of the things was you're the first rapper named Baby. You made that statement on the last podcast, and everybody went after you in the comments on social media and on YouTube, saying that you can't be the first person named Baby.
Well, technically I am, because I said I am the first rapper named Baby with music on YouTube. I mean, iTunes, YouTube, and any other source, mixtape source back in the day. I didn't lie about that. Birdman name was never officially Baby. Baby Bash, I wasn't counting him, and I never will count him because he's more of a Spanish singer. Now, sometimes he break into what some would call hip hop, but when we weighing that up on a genre scale, where do we place that guy? He's
Okay.
Latin.
So if you can reiterate, what is your official statement about being the first rapper named Baby, if you had to reiterate it?
The first rapper named Baby, the first official rapper named Baby on iTunes.
Okay, so you're the first official rapper named Baby on iTunes.
With music on iTunes.
Okay, right. Yeah, and I did do my own research. It was kind of hard to go far back enough to figure out if it was the case. But either case, you're one of the first for sure. Now talking about how far back your music goes, how far back does your music go? We're talking about early 2000s?
I'm talking about, I recorded and put out my first song on MySpace, and I was doing songs on before MySpace and putting it out. It was a studio on 9 Mile. The guy name was Dylan, right like in the Greenfield, 9 Mile area, Oak Park. And I had people that I would work with that was from down south, so they would be putting me on the, I can't think of the mixtape name right now, but Coalition Mixtapes. So I've been putting out music for a very long time.
Yeah, talk about, we talked about your music career a little bit last time, but we had, Boogie with us, so we were kind of cross-talking and different conversations going on. But talk about the start of your career, because in the last talk you talked about how you innovated a lot of what Detroit's rap music scene culture is right now.
Hey, before we go there,
Okay.
listen, everybody that's rapping now, and you can listen to my music since I first put it out, I've always had a little whisper flow. I go high, go low, go high, go low. Everybody doing that now. Now you're hearing a lot more what people think I'm saying on the song. You're hearing a lot more of that now. Even Drake's doing it. And because I've been so blackballed in the Michigan scene, I don't run no promotion in Michigan. All my promotion is ran overseas in every other state through Facebook, everything you can think of, Snapchat, all that. I have a team that's running my promotion. So I would never be oblivious to say, Drake ain't hear my shit and now he doing exactly my shit. And I love Drake and I want to fuck with him. Hopefully he fuck with me. Hopefully he don't get mad, but that's what it is. Peasy doing it in his shit now. Like he been doing shit that I've been doing. Like a lot of artists been doing shit that I've been doing.
Now, when you're talking about artists doing stuff that you're doing, let's get back to the start of it. What do you think is being taken from your style, and get into specifics of it?
The thing that I feel like is being took from my style is being a real Detroit player. From the time that I have came out in music, I always said I'ma stick to everything that's 100% true Detroit. And somebody will be like, well, they're Detroit too, so how can they? No, it's a difference when you can see other guys and you can clearly tell where their influences are all through their years. And you can see that I have been consistent with everything Detroit. I don't wear other teams' jerseys, hats, none of that shit. I wear minks. I match all this shit, the Louis shit. I do all of that. The Gucci, the Maury Gators, like, what was the guys that came on here talking about they did it first?
Oh, yeah, the boys. I forgot their name, unfortunately.
Preposterous. I've been doing that shit since a kid. I've been wearing silk shirts. That's why I like them Versace shades, and they know me in Versace because I've been wearing that shit. And I'm going to continue to keep wearing that shit.
Right.
Like I got on Louis today. I got on Louis Cologne today. And I got on, I've been keeping it 100% Detroit with everything I do, and everybody else been so scared. So when they see that I do something that's kind of catchy and, oh yeah, it's not too old. They feel like, when I feel like ain't none of this shit old, because it's our culture. This is what we represent. Then motherfuckers try to jump on like, oh yeah, the Moors and the Dickies. Man, I've been wearing Dickies since forever because my mama couldn't afford clothes. You get what I'm saying? The Moors, I've been wearing them because that's, my mama, you know, she was like, look, you know how people that's poor, they love church. So, you know, I've been wearing silk and all this shit. Like, so I've been seeing motherfuckers see what the fuck I'm doing, and then they seeing like even with the interview we did, you know, I want to say, like, I started this podcast shit. This the motherfucking things I get. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I really, like, everything that I have done, no disrespect and no discredit to your show, because even when a motherfucker, like, think me and you beefing, I'm still watching the content because I love it. I can't take nothing from you, but what I can say is I'm such an innovator that it was no Detroit artist on Off the Porch before I did it. And I know that because Unky Zip told me he tried to get all of these people. He like, you gonna fuck with it? I said, hell yeah, I'll kick it off. Kick that off. Now, I ain't gonna say everybody wasn't doing, you know, what's the other, I mean, I'm not gonna keep naming other people's podcasts on your podcast.
Are you saying you were the first Detroit rapper on Off the Porch?
Off the Porch. Yes, sir. Lonnie was actually supposed to go before me, but Lonnie stood him up. So I said, let me go. I went down there, I did, and not every Detroit artist feel like that's a stable to go down. I came on your platform. Not every Detroit artist who kind of somebody, they want to come here now because they want the same reaction. They want the same feel that I got. But the difference is they can't kick it like how I'm kicking it because I've been living in this shit. I'm from this shit, and I represent this shit. I'm not looking at somebody else saying, oh, yeah, I want to go over there and fuck with you. No, I'm over here doing my thing. I'm doing this Detroit shit, and I don't give a fuck if this shit ever pop. I wanted me to be known for the nigga that stood on this Detroit shit. When you thought about Detroit and everything they told you about the flyness, the slick talking, all that, the having the paper, spinning that shit, it's me. It's me.
And you think that when we talked last time, you talked about how you would put your real life in your videos, like they would just be recording you living your day-to-day life.
Mm-hmm.
And that other people might have been peeping it and watching it and learning from it and using it for their own platforms and their own artistry itself.
For sure. Because now I did a few videos with art with the night vision shit. Now everybody got night vision. Even superstars got it. Because like I said, I don't run my promotion nowhere through Michigan. So it's preposterous. Like, to say that these stars not watching you, everybody fucking watch you too. When the last time somebody actually sat down and watched TV, unless it's some Zeus shit that they casting on their shit so they can see some, nobody watch TV. So what they doing, they skimming through. My shit is coming on before your favorite rapper come on, and I'm making sure it come on because that's what I'm telling the people to target. These people acting like they me, okay, put my shit in front of their shit.
Well, if you can give people a frame of reference, when did you start rapping and really vlogging and creating music videos? What year was it roughly?
05.
So 2005, you're rapping, and
But it wasn't how the shit is right now. It wasn't straight Detroit shit. It was straight BMF shit, straight mafia shit, straight gangster shit. So it was a lot of just Dickies, boots, black tees. But I'm still rapping about somewhat player shit, like, you know, having fun and shit, but it wasn't what it is now.
Okay, let's start with there. Let's start with the BMF time of rapping, right? So, talk about, well, I guess we have to rewind even further and further and further than that. Let's start with Baby Truth, right? So where were you born and where were you raised?
And see, it ain't even, and that's where people get it fucked up. Baby Truth, that's this new reborn shit. That's the rebirth of me. It's DA.
Well,
when these people see me in the streets, when your top artists like Peasy's, the GTs, the Vezo see me in the street, they not saying BK, they not saying Baby Truth, they saying DA. That's me. That's who I was every day, all day.
Well, you know, actually, because when I say baby, I mean to say like the baby version of you. Like, yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, we got to go back to the origins, DA.
Yeah, let's start with day one though. Where were you born?
I was born Detroit, Michigan. My first couple of months of my life, I grew up on 8 Mile, for real.
Okay. And what was it like growing up that led you even got you even to making music?
Shit, we moved to 7 Mile, like, I want to say I was like 4. and just seeing everything that was going on over there. Everything, when I grew up and the time that I grew up, everything was a party. So imagine moving to a block and you can clearly tell you were the poorest people on the block. Every day, all day, people coming through with them cold whips, the rims, the sounds. You seeing people walking up and down, like everything is moving and grooving. So my favorite thing to do as a kid is just, before I even asked my mama, can I go outside? Like, I didn't even have that thought at first because I was so fascinated with seeing everything that was going on that I was just watching out the window like, wow, this is where I stay. This is crazy. Like, I wasn't big on TV shit as a kid, watching cartoons. I ain't do none of that shit. I don't watch TV now. I didn't grow up like that. I grew up half my time in church, school, and in the streets. Or over my family house that's in the street, seeing street shit all day long. Being told, listen, then I had glasses, so my uncles pulling up, they whipping out 100,000, talking about all in their pants and shit. They got them in socks, so they won't fuck the money up. It won't be all balled up and shit. They got money in socks in their pants, whipping up, hopping out of cars with the fucking rims still spinning and all that shit, looking at me on the porch like, you a fucking nerd.
So your family...
Put on some fucking glasses. You ain't gonna never get no hoes.
So the people around you were rich, like your family and friends were rich, but you were dealing with poverty at the time.
Yeah, my mama was a Christian woman. Still is. So she wasn't trying to take no money from my father, my uncles. You know, they'd have to, take this. Get the boy something to eat then. You know?
Were you paying attention to what was happening with music in the 80s and the 90s?
No, I wasn't. And that's the craziest thing, though, because I was paying attention to everything that was going on in the streets.
Right.
That was my main focus in life. Like, okay, cool. I got this scholar mama that, you know, she know everything in the world. She working towards her, at the time, she working towards her doctoral degree. She ain't have it. And we in poverty, and she just keep telling us, like, all right, this education shit is about to pop. And when this education shit pop, I got the whole family, this. So I'm watching, and I'm sitting back like, damn, mama been doing this since a kid. Never had nothing under an A. Never been no trouble, none of that shit. I'm like, oh, shit, mama about to do it. So it really was like, mama say, fuck that rap shit. Man, fuck that rap shit. Mama say, don't be in the streets playing it. Okay, shit, I'm cool on it. I'm around it every day, all day, but shit, niggas about to get active. I might stay there and look and watch and see everything that's going on, so it's in my mind. But they like, hey, listen, do this. Nigga, I'm a fucking leader. You feel what I'm saying? I'm about to slide, or y'all gonna handle that. I'll sit here and watch guard. But I'm a fucking leader. I'm not about to do something because the nigga told me to. So that was my mindset walking through life, you feel me? Like, just watching and observing everything. But it was on some other shit because I'm watching and observing, making sure I'm there for everything, hearing every single story, because my mind was always, if that shit don't pop for OG, I'm not fucking with it. I'm out here with y'all and I'm gonna be the worst one. You feel what I'm saying?
So if you're waiting for your mom basically to get her doctorate, right? And you're thinking that's like the jackpot. If she gets that, then you guys are all going to be fine.
Hell yeah.
But then you're also getting involved in the streets in the meantime because you still need to survive, right?
Yes and no. See, some people, poverty, like, affects them. It scares them. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm one of them people, I can live with nothing. You feel what I'm saying? This shit is because this is, you know, I guess this the costume that we got to put on in this world, you know. Everybody got a costume, police officer, doctor, you know, mechanic. So this the costume that we got to put on this world to represent the person that you say you are. You have to have whatever that criteria is for that lifestyle. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But poverty never, like, I never was fucked up like, oh yeah, we're poor, I want to get some money. I didn't care. Like, I didn't care. I'm one of them people, like, I could, and I did it. I could work 14, 15-hour shift. Have somebody moving my bag all damn day long. Then I come out wash up real quick, get fresh, and go to the club, partying all night long, knowing I got to get up at 6 in the morning. I could do that. Or I could just work a job and just work a job. But I made a conscious decision about what I want, so I got to play that role to the fullest.
So you getting into the streets, you just invested in it totally. Or like, this is just what I'm going to do. But you're saying you could have been broke and been fine with it, so why did you decide to go to the streets? Because
everybody around me was in it. Not saying on some follower shit like, I want to do it because I see this person. Nah, everybody around me was in it, and it was like, motherfuckers keep cut. Like, if I felt like at one point in time like a guru, right? And now I see it in my younger brother Boogie. There's nowhere on this world you can go that a person don't know Boogie.
Facts.
And know me. But like, it's like people would come to me at a young age. Like I'd be riding with my pops. We pull up to my aunt crib. His crib got bulletproof glass, 10 on the glass, so you can't even see in the window. And he got the windows wide open. I'm walking in the house, there's money everywhere. And I'm just looking around like, so it wasn't a thing like, oh, I need some money, I want some money. Because I never felt like I needed it. Even though I wasn't wearing the best shit, I never had the best of shit. Or I'd be like, hey, I want some McDonald's. Mom be like, we can't get that today. I went home, we had home-cooked meals. Yeah, the cable wasn't legit, but it was always cable on in my house. My grass was always cut because my mama made us cut it. Our house was always clean. She made us clean that motherfucker. She gave us morals and everything, so I know how to live like a civilian. But I made a conscious decision because everything was around me, and people kept coming to me at a young age or saying and doing things around me at a young age, and I'd be like, what the fuck? I'm sorry. You supposed to do it like this. You feel me? Because I'm not cussing. Like, no, don't do it like this. My pop said don't do it like that. My uncle, I seen somebody, So then that's when people just start taking a liking to you. Hey, let's go do this. No, I'm cool. I ain't on that. Hey, I got this much. How much can you? Oh yeah, you, all right, cool. So then I start being great at something.
You felt like you could contribute, and that's more what it was than you just needing money. It was like, I see what my friends are doing and the people around me are doing, and I know how to do it better, so let me get involved with this stuff.
Nope. And it sounded like that, but no, it was one of them things where it was just always around me, and then I just kept feeling like, fuck it. If I'm in this too, I guess my people safe.
Yeah.
Because I always felt like it just felt like too good to be true. Like second nature, like somebody getting in the water swimming for the first time and they backstroke and all these kind of different shit.
What was there ever a point where you realized that lifestyle wasn't manageable anymore, or were you always able to just continuously prosper dealing with the streets?
It was a point in time in my life where I thought it wasn't, and I had a son, right? And I say, I'm not doing no more street shit. I'm gonna work a job. And that's where I'm talking about where it came into play, where I'm working all these hours. You know, I had a job. I'm holding that motherfucker down. Well, that's when I got the Sam's Club job. I worked at Sam's Club.
How old are you when you worked at Sam's Club?
I was like, damn, I can't even remember the age. But I had just had my son. So I was working all kind of jobs. I was getting fired from every job for like a week. Like, I'd be there a week, a day. I'm just getting fired. And then some jobs that I was holding down, like I worked at Beans and Cornbread in the kitchen, washing dishes. I held that job down for a minute, but then I'm like, hey, I'm about to slide out to Vegas. I got some business to handle. The dude like, oh, yeah, I'm going to see about, you feel me, you having some vacation. Oh, nigga, what the fuck you mean you going to see about me? I'm in this bitch all day long. So, yeah, that was one of my things. Like, I'm not scared to work a hard-working job. I don't give a fuck about it. It's like my life I'm too busy now to do it. I've been too busy to work a job really since after 3 years after I got out of high school.
How'd you get involved with BMF?
Just run around, you know, doing my thing. I was bad as hell, always getting kicked out of school. So majority of my school year, child life, when these motherfuckers was in the classroom, I was in the streets because I was always kicked out. I was getting AT, you know, automatic transfers. I was getting kicked out of districts. Like, it's like really, And I wasn't a bad kid like that. It was like, I'm one of them people, like, if me and L rocking and I slide over here and I hear somebody talking about, yeah, I'm not about to come back and say, L, this nigga said this, and that, and I'm cracking this nigga head. For real, because it's like, what we talking about at this point?
Right.
Is you my mans or you not my mans? You know, and that's why I don't run with a lot of people to this day, because I'm that type of person. And a motherfucker will run back to me with a story, and my mind is puzzled, because it's like, what? You running back to me telling me what a nigga said? That nigga head ain't on a platter? That's the goofiest shit in the world. Because I know I'm on go. I'm on go.
Because of how you handle things when you see your friends or the people around you not handling it the same way, it makes you kind of confused.
It make me confused, and it make me bag the fuck up from me. I'm cool.
So
I'm smooth on it. Like, when our interview first posted, I separated myself from so many motherfuckers because y'all know me. Y'all see me in these streets, like, y'all like, I ain't nothing that I ain't said I was gonna be since I was 4 years old. I'm everything and more than that. A lot of people can't say that. I'm everything and more than what I told everybody around me. I never hung with kids. I never played with kids. So everybody that know me, they 60, 50s. So all y'all motherfuckers, grown asses on Instagram when y'all shouldn't be in a motherfucker anyway. And y'all liking the fucking post, not on that motherfucker saying, oh no, this young nigga the truth for real.
yeah, there wasn't really any like positive comments from, you know, you saying that you were the first rapper named Baby, or that you were the first person wearing Dickies, or that you were the innovator of Detroit. It was a lot
nigga
of
want to
negative.
dick eat in my comments and my DMs though. I don't respect it, man.
Well, talk about BMF for a second, and just like, how does that work? Like, what the hell? Well, first of
You
all,
seen what happened to J-Bo?
who's that?
Boaz.
Who's that?
He got locked up in the first indictment. He started doing interviews talking about BMF.
Oh, I'm
He's
just
locked
asking.
up in a new indictment. I'm cool on it.
Oh no, I'm not asking you to
Hey,
get into
listen.
involved. I'm just saying, like,
BMF for life.
right.
I got the 263 on here to let y'all know. I fuck with the boys on the other side too.
It's not. I'm not asking
But
you
I
about
ain't-
them specifically,
I'm
but the
cool on
BMF
it.
exists, right? Is a thing. It's not like it's not
Is
like
it?
the mafia where like you're not supposed to. It's,
Is it?
It's in front of people, isn't it?
Is it?
It's not.
It's not a mafia? Is it?
It's not like an underground mafia, like how.
Allegedly.
But they. But
Who?
the TV series wouldn't be watched if
Is it
it
a TV
didn't-
series?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
There's a show called BMF.
Is it? Oh wow.
You've never seen it?
Oh no. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like Cash Doll was on it. It was crazy.
Cash doll?
Yeah.
With the ass out?
Yes. Well,
Oh,
she-
that's crazy.
She didn't have it out in the thing.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, no, that's the whole thing. So
Oh, that's
okay, so I
crazy.
got you. So we can't. All right. So
I know Meech's daughter though. I know Meech's son. I know Meech.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know Bo. I know everybody.
All right.
But I don't know about no BMF.
All right. So the fellas that you're talking about, even when you're talking about Meech, so you just meet them because of the way, whatever business you're doing or whatever lifestyle you're
Bro,
living.
this the internet. You meet anybody.
Right.
I don't know. I know them on the internet, bro.
Okay. Right.
I know them on the internet.
So when did you? So 2005 is when you get involved with music, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is are you in Detroit?
Fucking
when-
with Blue.
Who's Blue?
A guy.
Okay.
A bad guy.
He's a bad guy.
Bad guy.
So this is 2005.
Yeah. And then I had listen, as soon as I jumped in this shit 2005, when I first meet Blue, the nigga tells me, I say, hey, bruh, I'm such and such, such and such. He said, young nigga, I know who you is. You tearing that motherfucking Detroit up. I say, yeah. But listen, I'm trying to do this music shit. Hey, take a picture of me so my niggas at home can see, like, nigga, this shit for real. I ain't playing it. This shit for real. I'm a kid. This nigga tells me, hey, I ain't got no jewelry on, so we can't do that. Anytime you go out, young nigga look like a star. I said, okay. And then I got a record deal almost a month after that.
Really?
But I ain't signed it. Steve Francis.
How much was the deal for?
I ain't gonna talk about that.
Right.
It wasn't what these niggas signing for today.
At that time,
And that was his own paper too.
at that time, we're talking about, we're talking about Rock Bottom. We're talking about Street Lords. They're the emerging groups relatively around this time. Big Hurt.
Yeah.
And then you had the mainstream cats, which was D12 and Eminem, already taken off.
Mm-hmm.
Obi Trice, Royce. A lot is happening in Detroit.
No. Obi wasn't out yet. Obi wasn't out yet. Royce was popping off a little bit, and then that's when Big Cat tried to sign me.
Okay.
And then that's when I started seeing the OBs and 50 with OB and all of this shit.
Okay. So relatively speaking, then we're talking about Street Lords, Rock Bottom, Royce and Eminem are popping off in Detroit.
At the time, right, and this is the reason why, one of the reasons why Blue kinda was adamant about getting me signed. Because at the time, I want to say Rock Bottom was about to get signed for real. Like, shit was major for them. And then I remember that the shit was so major that Eminem changed the line in this song. Because he said, they play it at the Palace all the time. They say, he said, Street Lords, what up, though I see you. But he changed it to Rock Bottom, what up, though I see you.
Really?
It was that major. I'm trying to tell you. Them boys, them Rock Bottom boys.
Did they tell you that he changed it, or did you hear the changes?
And you could hear the changes. For real, like, look that shit up on YouTube. Like, just keep looking and keep listening to different versions. You're going to hear one say Street Lords.
Wow.
And then one say Rock Bottom.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what do you think made Eminem change it? Just because of the signing, or because...
I don't know. I think, like, that deal was about to be so fucking major.
That he just wanted to go with who was winning?
Not necessarily. I think he wanted to support and get that Detroit push that everybody say he don't give.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all it was.
Well, yeah, people do talk about Eminem not giving, but that time where he was around, he did do a lot for the city, obviously, right?
I fuck with him. I don't understand where these niggas say they don't fuck with him. How do you listen? I told you, I'm everything Detroit. I've been fucking with him since... And it's not to get no clout, nothing, you fuck with me, none of that. I don't give a fuck. I'm a fan. You pop that motherfucking Marshall Mathers LP in, and let's see how many songs you know, let's see how many I know. You can be like, whoa. Because that's what my mama played and shit, you feel me? So,
yeah, well, the major things is people just talk about the music itself, saying that it's not really Detroit bop. Detroit's bop is different. The lyrical content is different.
No, it's not.
And
no,
I don't agree with what most people say either. I don't agree with what most people say either about him. But I'm just telling you what most people who come on and talk about his music say.
I mean, and then you look and see what the fuck they doing and where the fuck they at with it.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's obviously a lyrical genius,
You
and obviously
me?
a great
I listen
song
to
creator.
him more than I listen to a lot of them niggas.
I think I
just start listening to these niggas, L.
I think
I don't want to be these niggas, L.
I understand.
I don't want to hear these. I don't want to see these niggas, L.
But
For real, I listen to Royce occasionally. I listen to Street Lord Wine, Blade, Eminem.
Talk about when you're watching these cats come up, and we'll leave Eminem to the side for now, but when you're just talking about Detroit rap, when you're talking about Blades, and when you're talking about what's going on with the music scene at that time, with the Street Lords and Rock Bottom, like, what were you seeing as far as the city's concerned and as far as the group was concerned, since you were so aware of the time?
Like, see, I was around a lot of doughboys and what people call, for the internet. I was around D-boys, real D-boys making real paper. So, you feel me? It wasn't uncommon to hear them sliding up, playing Blade, you feel me? Like, playing the Eastside Cheddar Boys. Like, that's all I would hear from them. But I wasn't going home listening to that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Damn.
I wasn't.
So you were more on the mainstream side than you were on the underground.
Yeah, for real.
But
for
your
real.
music sounds more underground than it does mainstream.
Yeah.
So you weren't listening, but you were kind of creating that content.
Mm-hmm. It's like what I wanted to do is I wanted to make a signature sound that I classify as classical thug music. So it got a classical feel, but it's raw, like it's underground. Like right now, then I like elevated to it's like pop rap. So now it's like a kind of pop, like it's real gutter street shit. But when you listen to it, it sound pop. Like it don't sound like a motherfucker supposed to be on this bitch talking about how you about to whack a nigga off, talk about no birds. Damn, yeah. I gotta get some motherfucking new Louis tomorrow.
Why?
Because you got some gum on my shit, man.
It's the bottom of the shoe.
But listen, it's Louis Tober anyway, so I've been like influencing everybody.
Are you telling me you're about to buy a whole new pair of shoes because you got some gum on the bottom?
I got to now.
It's easy to remove. I have a guy.
I got to because now I feel like
Shoe man, the shoe repair guy. Shoe
L
doctor.
disrespecting my shoes like he disrespected
fine.
my career the first time.
I never disrespected your career. There was just a lot going on the first time we had a conversation because there's two people on the couch and there was just back and forth. And
I don't even think that was it, dog.
listen, I listen to your music.
I think them gatekeepers told you, like, don't fuck with Youngin.
Nobody ever reached.
So I say, oh, so L don't want to fuck with Youngin? Watch how I turn this bitch up. I said, watch how I turn this bitch up.
No, yeah, nobody.
I said, watch how I turn this bitch up. I went global, didn't I, though, L?
There was nobody that's ever reached out to me and said, don't have this person on your podcast ever. Not once.
Oh, they did?
No, never.
Oh,
Never.
but I still took that bitch global, so we still won.
It went crazy. The talk went crazy. Even to this day, if you repost it, it'll go crazy. Talk
Hell
about
I won a one.
You're developing this music in 2005, like you said. Now, if you're originating a lot of it, you're not looking at the Street Lords content. That means you're not.
I never lie and say, damn, she put a big ass. Why would you even put a big ass thing like this in my ear? That's crazy. But no, I was listening to Blade.
Right.
I can't tell you I was listening to these other niggas. I wasn't. I was listening to occasionally, right? Because I got people that's from the east side. So more than often, I was listening to East Side Cheddar Boys.
So let me ask you this question then. If you were listening to them, but you were developing something that nobody else was doing yet, what do you think you were developing that you weren't taking from them already? That you weren't taking from Blade and that you weren't taking from Herc and all the guys who were already establishing their names in Detroit?
I wasn't listening to them like that. I just told you how I was listening to them. When niggas pulled up on that block, hopped out on them whips, you'll hear that shit going, so every now and then you'll hear a couple of words or learn a couple of words. But I wasn't listening to them niggas like that.
Okay, so talk about what...
I'm listening to church music. I'm listening to jazz. I'm listening to... what's them reggae motherfuckers? I'm listening to New York niggas. I'm listening to them down south niggas get wicked and ignorant on that shit. I'm like, damn, the Hot Boys is really like us.
When you start your music career, what are the things that you're developing that you're noticing right away other people are starting to adapt and take from?
First, the lingo. The lingo first.
Okay.
Because, and it's still happening to today. I was the first person, me and my brother was the first people to ever say the biggest, anything. And we started it probably a year to 9 months before we came on your show the first time. And that's because that show that we won't talk about was coming on the air. So we had to let everybody know, like, okay, everybody, it was a lot of motherfuckers running and hiding when the indictments came out. Even when they was swooping down on me and bro, telling us to get and separate yourself, when Young Jeezy took all of his shit to the federal building so he could separate himself, and he has homeboys that snitched on the mob that started all this shit, everybody was running, ducking, and hiding. I always had the family on my back. So hold on. Yep. So it was like a thing where we had to let everybody know, since 50 was doing his thing and 50 just kept amping. Like 50 is one of them people, he'll give you energy. He amps shit up like yeah, we gotta do this, like this the world, like it's y'all world, like everybody gotta know. So it's like the biggest.
Yeah, but you said that was a year and a half before you came on the podcast, but I'm talking about the earlier stuff, because that's stuff that I feel like you were more, more passionate about.
No, see, y'all just learning about it now. This shit was a long time ago when it first was initiated. It was initiated, fell off. Somebody over here tried to pick it up. Like, it's so many different people tried to pick it up. Then it came back around for a circle.
You were also saying in the last time that we talked that when you were vlogging, it was just your real life stuff. Like vlogging vlogging was relatively new in that time to be able to do it because cameras weren't really accessible. So you're vlogging, but you're also shooting your music videos, just doing your real life stuff, right? So,
but I had some fuck shit happen to me, L.
What?
I was fucking with different niggas in the city and shooting a lot of content, and those videos never got seen.
Damn.
None of them. One guy, his mother shot him, and he had 100 videos of mine. One guy had 12 videos of mine. I paid him all the money up front, working every damn day, picking the guy up, all kind of shit. I stopped so he can catch up. He's still shooting everybody else shit, still going and still going. It's months later down the line. He done lost the footage.
Yeah. 12 videos? You
Yes.
lost 12 videos?
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know. So I told him I'm gonna whoop on him when I see him. It's only right. Like
Do
for
you
real,
think that
it's
he
only
lost
right.
it, or do you think he purposely destroyed it?
I don't give a fuck at this point, L. I gave you time to
Well, I'll tell you
reshoot.
something.
I gave him time to reshoot videos, all kind of shit.
I'm not going to name any names, but recently I heard a story about how there was this artist doing features, but you had to shoot with that artist's director as well. And that artists were going to do features with this, the artist that they're paying for. And the video director would shoot it. And he's in that the artist's features camp. And then they would purposely destroy the footage. Because they never wanted, like, all the feature money they were taking, they didn't want that artist's name to get hurt by doing songs with weak artists. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, let's just say, I'll just make up a name. Like, let's just say Big Sean. I can't say names. What? I can't hear what you're saying. What? I can't hear you saying. Say it again. Say it again. No.
Oh.
I don't know who that
I was
is.
about to say he owed me a bag.
I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break it down for people one more time because I don't think I explained it right. Let's just say Big Sean, right?
Yeah.
Big Sean's doing features for $50,000. He's like, I'm gonna do a feature for $50,000, but you have to use my video director, right?
Yeah.
So BabyTron comes, he pays the $50,000. You shoot the music video with my director. I feature in it. Their director will literally purposely destroy the footage because in their mind, if they go, okay, he makes us look weaker and we don't want to make it look like we're selling weak features, we destroy the footage so there's no evidence of us ever being together.
No. I totally peeped game on a game that was ran and put down.
And
but I was trying to see who was doing it because so I don't fuck with him.
I'll tell you
Man,
after.
listen, this feature shit so motherfucking crazy, bruh. I done had to tell so many people, like, you done kept the money so motherfucking long, just keep it. I ain't gonna fuck you up. I'm not gonna whoop on you. No, just keep it. For real, motherfuckers will play these tricky games where it's like, all right, I need money today. I'm fucked up. A bill due. Hey, I'm here doing the feature.
All the time.
They act like they in this city. They act like they in that city, this city, that city, this city, that city.
Bro, I have artists.
And take all kind of money and then don't even be able to get to a studio at the time.
When I pay to promote sometimes, they'll give me deals. Like the platforms will give me deals to promote. And then, like, because it's such a long stretch of time of me releasing the videos and promoting with them, they'll eventually get annoyed and they'll be like, well, we need to re-up. We need to, like, renew our deal or something. Because they just want their money now. They don't even give a damn about the deal we made because they already spent all that money.
Yeah.
So, like, these people that are holding your money, it's like if they're in a fucked up situation, they'll fuck you over. They don't really handle business, basically. They don't stand on business. They'll basically be like, no, if I'm fucked up, I'm going to fuck up our deal so I get more money out of you, which is crazy. You have to stand on business.
Yeah.
But you're dealing with independent entrepreneurs in the rap game. So you kind of got to know what you're getting yourself into at the end of the day. You're going to get screwed over all the time. At that time,
But that's when you, hold on. But that's when, as an independent artist, I gotta say, you have to be on your business and about your business, because if somebody come fuck you up about that paper, then what? You can't cry wolf and you can't do that now, because like I said, I done dished out so much cash, and I done dished it out on where I'm a nigga that got a lot, that have a lot, but it'd be like, okay, this is my last, and now I can still sit in the house or I can still do my day-to-day movement and nothing else, but this is my last, and I done put it in people's hands, you feel me, and they done play games like that.
Okay, but
and I would have spent my, like, if I wasn't in my music mind, I would have spent my other last to make sure that problem was handled.
Okay, but you know what the reason why most artists can't do that, right? First of all, you can't write up a contract in Detroit because nobody gives a fuck about a contract, especially when most of the deals are happening are under $2,000. Two, people can't defend themselves like you're talking about, where like they can pull up and fight and rough and tough somebody up because they didn't give them their footage. Like a lot of these guys are not trying to fight. They're just trying to be like, yo, man, I paid you for the product and I'm not getting it.
But that's crazy though, because like, that's like a man took from you. Like, listen, I'm not the baddest nigga, I'm not the biggest nigga, but you're not about to just take from me. I'm not no bitch. I'm not about to roll over like that. You're not about to just take some shit from me.
Well, the person who's taking
cool.
usually has enough to back it up where you're kind of like, fuck, this person
So you mean motherfucker's a bitch then? That's what you really saying. Because I wouldn't care.
I respect what you're saying.
God, please forgive me. I wouldn't care if it was Jesus.
I respect what you're saying. I'm
going to have to go see that man. I'm going to be knocking at heaven gate like, hey, listen, we got some issues or some things we need to talk about.
But you know who these directors and producers usually target is people that they don't think can get them back.
That's right. And that's how a motherfucker got me, because when I'm not wearing this, like I said, we all got costumes. I'm not wearing this costume when I come do business. I'm not. I'm looking business-wise. I got on a button-up shirt. I might not have the motherfucker tucked in, but I got on some khakis and I got on some low-top shoes. I'm not coming with the jewelry. So that's why I say you gotta stand on your business if you're doing independent work, because if somebody fuck you up behind you playing with their paper, it's on you.
Yeah. Unfortunate that the rappers have to fucking defend their lives while they're trying to make a rap career, but that's part of the game. Now talk about...
Man, I wouldn't let no nigga take no dope from me. I'm not about to let no nigga take no scratch from me in this game.
For sure. I respect what you're saying.
Fuck that.
Talk about as you're moving on and maneuvering through... you've been through generations of music, right? The waves. I think there's been 3 to 4 substantial waves since you started making music, where you're kind of talking about the end of Street Lords and Rock Bottom, and then you're talking about the beginning of Doughy Boy's Cash Out and Team Eastside, which eventually progresses into T Grizzly's time and Bang Gang and all these cats really
and
dominating.
I survived on my own paper, on my own merit through all of them stages. Every last stage that you talked about, no disrespect to any of them artists in them generations, genres, or them time periods, but I have always funded my own shit. Straight up. So that's why I ain't gonna say it. Go ahead. Yeah.
Wait, another project?
I mean, I always got projects because
okay.
I'm always working. Like I told you, I got the cameras, I got the studio, all that shit, man.
Okay,
so I'm never not gonna be working.
Let's run through the waves of the times that you're in. So you're at the end of Rock Bottom and Street Lords era. That's when you're kind of coming into the game. Now, where do you feel like you fit in throughout 2005 to 2000, let's just say 13, where Doughboy's Cash Out's
I
rising?
don't fit in, but I do fit in because at the time I was recording at 7D. Who all was there? The notable people that was there: Big Sean, Dusty McFly.
Cool.
So that's kind of where I fit in at that point in time, and still now to what they progressed to. Like, you know, Big Sean more on his player vibe, his real Detroit player vibe. You know, I'm fucking with it. It's cool.
Did you get to work with anybody that
None of them. And the reason why I got to work with none of them, so because I was at the time not towards them, but I was so arrogant in myself. So Larry, the engineer at the time, would be like, "Hey, Juan up here, Dusty up here, get up here, they'll be all day." I'm coming at 12 o'clock in the morning, 2 a.m. after I just got done partying. I've been on the block all day. So it was like a few times that I, ran into Dusty and we got to kick it, politic, and shit like that. So, me and him kind of cool, and, we exchanged numbers, and, he willing to work with me. I'm just trying to find that right record because I look up to him as an artist.
Were you finding success at all as your own independent artistry was concerned?
I've always found success in my artistry because I've always tried to go find people that can help me. I'm not one of those guys that just gonna sit around and try to do and think I know everything myself. Like, it was one point in time I was interning damn near for Kid, the producer. So that's why my style is even elevated even more, because he actually sat down and took the time to teach me how to count bars and do all of that type shit and how to jazz up my flow and give a better delivery, and around that time, K-Deezy was working on his Joy Road album that he still haven't put out yet, and Kid was working on his little collaborative album. They both was, like, when I say them albums is dope, like, man, K-Deezy got one that he's sitting on that I'm telling you could arguably be the best Detroit album, hands down.
And when was this made?
I can give you a time, but I don't want to give out a time in case bro put that shit out, because I don't want people to not get it because they think it's stunning. You feel me? Like, I stun it and try to say, oh yeah, it was this date, and now they like, oh no, you ain't fucking with it. No, when I say that shit is the best shit that I ever heard, and I have went through a period like 3 years ago where I went back and I listened to everybody's music in the city, because I told you I never really fucked with it. I listened to every single person that ever came out through this bitch, listened to all their albums.
In Detroit?
Yeah, I did that.
So you were so you were really becoming a student of the game, but you're also listening to your city's music. You're learning from people. You're learning from producers. You're learning how to become self-efficient and become your own artist and everything. What points of success were you finding in Detroit, or were you just finding it outside of Detroit?
Always outside.
So where's your main audience at?
My main audience. No, I don't want to say where it's at, but I got a big audience outside.
Are you worried about
wanna...
like people figuring out about that specific demographic or like?
Yeah, because I had to figure it out, and like I'm not one of them people to try to hold back game. This, that, and the third. If you want to come holler at me and ask me, I will let you know. Because I'm one of them type of person, like, you seek, you will find. So if you were watching this interview and you've been looking to see how to find your market, hit me up. I will tell you. But I'm not about to put it on here because every interview, like I told you, I went to a time period when I scratched my head over backwards. And I said, I'm going to try to figure this shit out. And I went through every avenue, going and interning and, you know, just pulling up to people's studio sessions, just sitting there, just trying to watch and pick up game and all of that. Like,
well, so do you consider yourself a Detroit rapper?
I consider myself the only Detroit rapper for real. Like, it's other ones that I consider Detroit, like Eminem, Big Sean, Cash Doll. But do you kind of see the coalition between these artists that I'm talking about?
They're mainstream and...
It's not that they're mainstream. Fuck the mainstream. They embody Michigan. You get what I'm saying? When you see Cash Doll, what do you see? Michigan. When you see Eminem, even though they try to act like he not from the D, what do you see?
Same thing,
Michigan.
Right. So, you...
even payroll. You feel me? You see Michigan.
So you're not really thinking about the underground?
I'm doing it for them, but I'm not thinking about it at all.
Right.
Because I never felt like I was underground.
Why do you think it is that...
That's why I never, and it was intentionally, because I had access to all these different music. I knew people who knew all of these people that were in cahoots with these people somehow, some way.
With the main guys? The
main guys and what some people would say local, but I don't feel like they're local. They're just artists. You feel what I'm saying? I have a connection to any and everybody, which is weird to me because I have never used them. I have never called on somebody to lean on somebody back to get a feature for this, for that, and the third, because I always had my eyes set for mainstream. I don't ever want somebody to really be able to be like, no, I did that for him.
So you're not looking at targeting the hood, like, you know, becoming hood famous or becoming hood successful. You want the mainstream overall.
How can you not be hood famous and you mainstream if you really think about it? Everybody know Cash Doll, right?
I know some guys from Detroit that are mainstream that aren't.
Everybody know Eminem, even if they play. Everybody know him. He hood famous and mainstream.
Talk about this era though, where you're. Let's think about this, right? You've been making music since 2025. You're a rapper from Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
And so you've been rapping for 18 years. You want to grab it? You can grab it.
Not be able to be an eligible bachelor out here, man.
No, man, I see it. You got skills. I hear it, man. I was going to ask you something important, though, man.
What's more important than family, man?
Oh, that's family?
That's my ladies, man.
Oh, that's good. Oh, so you have multiple women in your life?
I'm just a young soul searching.
Right.
You know, I'm just searching.
I feel it. I was going to ask you, so you've been making music since 2005, which means you've been making music for 18 years as a rapper from Detroit, but you haven't found success in Detroit as far as being a rapper.
Yeah.
So
some would say.
Right.
If I pull up to the bar, everybody know me.
But
I'm talking about the rappers, the trappers, little chickadee heads, everybody.
Right.
And so what's crazy is, like I said, I don't respect when a motherfucker, like that's why I'm so standoffish. I got security in the club with me, all that, because I don't respect when I'm out, and I've been out, and I've been damn near every state, I'm getting all of this love, but then when L post that clip of me, nobody stand up. Like cowards. I ain't vibing with that.
We're gonna do a mic adjustment real quick. Nick, can you adjust his mic? But there is a such thing as your very well known, but is it because of the music or is it more because of who you are? That's the thing.
And that's where I can't tell you if it's one or the other, because nobody greets me like, oh yeah, you put a bag in these streets. No, they greet me like, hey, I seen that new video. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay,
Even when
good.
I'm at gas stations and stuff like that, and I don't stop at gas stations in the hood. If I do, a pretty lady hopping out and she getting that gas because of safety reasons.
What is the most substantial amount of views you've got?
1,000,003, and I'm coming for the 2.
What song was the 1,000,003?
A video I put out 4 months ago. Damn, I can't even think of it right now because I dropped so much music.
So the 1,000,004, that's a substantial amount, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of views. So people obviously.
And I got so many videos with 100,000, 50,000. We just climbing, L.
Yeah.
But what I tell people nowadays, don't look at the numbers, because I was one of them guys, like I did all the kind of research in the game, and it was so much shit out there, but it wasn't shit out there. Don't look at them numbers. Keep mashing, keep grinding, keep promoting.
For sure.
Because that's the only way you gonna know if you really successful at doing what you doing is when you look at that distribution shit and it's a paper in there.
Yeah.
I ain't had to touch my shit in years, but I fell on some hard times. I say, damn, my new chain, they want 57 for it. I went in that motherfucking distro kid. I went in that TuneCore. I went in that CD Baby. I went on my t-shirt shit. I went on that motherfucking YouTube shit. I said, oh yeah, let's get it done.
How much do you think you've accumulatively have made with your music so far?
I don't know, because I used to sell CDs. You feel me?
Can you have do you have a rough gauge of how much you've made off of music in your whole career?
I don't know,
Okay.
for IRS purposes.
The IRS. I forgot about those guys. Yeah, they're after me.
Shit.
Right, yeah.
Ooh, shit.
Lo and behold, I'm broke. All right. So
Me too.
For
real.
So now, what do you think it's made it where that you've been working on? I have 2 theories about music, right? And artistry and entertainment, right? There's 2 people who become successful. The guys who work really, really, really hard, and the guys that are just super, and the guys who are super talented. What?
You forgot that third one.
What?
The guys
What is that? Who's that?
you know what a washing machine is?
Yeah.
Huh?
Washing money? Oh, dick sucking.
Yeah,
Dick
those
sucking.
guys too.
Right, yeah, there's those guys too. Right, so you got.
And then you got real trill individuals that's living life.
Okay, but.
Like Slim Thug, like JT the Bigger Figure, like
But.
you got so many independents like Troy Ave.
Check this out though. Let's break it down into this. Let's break it down to 2
And I can get on any platform, and I showed you that when I thought you played me on yours. I get on any platform. So
But check this out.
that's when you know you're successful.
I do agree that there's other ways that you can succeed besides these 2 things, but these are the 2 forefronts of how to become successful. Either you work really, really, really hard for a long period of time, or you're super, super talented and you can just everything you touch works, right? So.
That last one, that's like some once in a million shit.
Like
Because it's so many talented people. No, it's not Drake. No disrespect to Drake, but that's not Drake.
What, you don't think Drake's just talented as hell and that's why he's like super successful? What? He's talented.
You want me to never have a Drake record, huh?
What do you mean?
You know how many fucking writers is on that shit?
What's wrong with it?
And I just started listening to that guy.
I'm not disrespecting Drake. I'm saying that he's.
You want me to never fucking have a record by
No,
Drake? Drake got so many motherfucking writers on that shit. It's preposterous. That's not a fucking person that
fine.
anything they touch is a star. No, that's a motherfucker that's combed thoroughly.
I got
with
you.
a tooth comb.
Let's use Lil Wayne instead. Lil Wayne is so.
That's a person that grinded, and I'm a fucking Lil Wayne fan.
But
so let's not bring Lil Wayne into
He's also
this.
super talented too, though.
Now he is.
What do you mean?
Now he is.
What do you mean now he is?
Bruh, I've been listening to Lil Wayne since he came out.
Yeah, Hot Boys.
I'm Baby Truth. I used to listen to the Baby Gangster, BG. Lil Wayne was on his shit. He was horrible. He worked his ass off. He was there when everybody was there. He was there when niggas started leaving. He was there when niggas was gone. And now he's still there.
Okay, who do you think is a talented artist that's just so talented and that's a huge
DMX.
Okay, DMX. They're great. So now we have the
Everything he touched went platinum.
Facts. So really hard workers, and then people who are so talented that everything they touch, it just ends up working, right? So I would put there's some people. It's like a combination. Obviously, the hard workers are talented too, but the super talented guys just have a magnificent amount of talent. It's just crazy. Anyway, so if we put you in the hard worker category and you have talent as well, though, what do you think made it where you didn't become?
I don't want to put me in that hard worker category because I have fun more than I like. Yeah, it's one thing to, and I want every artist to know this. I got over 5,000 songs, 300 mixtapes ready to go at any moment. It ain't about that. You feel what I'm saying? For me, it's about that because I just love this artistry and I just want my shit to be here way after I'm gone. That's what it's about for me. But if you, and I'm now more serious about it, I always say, I'm serious, fuck it. But you know how that shit be when you on the streets and you get money, man. You having fun. You fucking these hoes you like. You feel me? You really doing the shit
But
that
you
niggas say.
but you
No, I'm trying to tell you what this shit is, bruh. That's why I'm right here fucking with you for the second time. And I could have been did it. You and I know that. We could have been did this shit. But I'm back here fucking with you because that music shit, obviously that's not the hard work for me. You feel what I'm saying? Shooting a video, now that I got videographers that want to fuck with me. That's not, no matter what price I'm offering them, they not scared to take it because they tied to this person, that person. All of these people that were hating on me, they found success in their own light. So they don't have to have so much grips on these younger artists. Like, it's some artists that out here that's in certain people lanes that people got a grip on, or they not going to let you get in. So you're going to have to do what I did and outsource to insource. But now I'm at a point where I can fuck with any people that I want. But I've been having too much fun. So now I sent my people, like I said, if it's about family, I sent my family away because I say, y'all are the motherfuckers that have me out here every day having fun, living life. I'm about to fuck with L. I'm about to do some other little interviews. I'm about to record these last couple of songs, but I'm off that because I recorded enough. I got to interview. I got to start putting even more marketing in my shit. I got to do the shit that I don't want to do, like fuck with artists that I don't want to fuck with, that I know have backstabbed me and did all kind of shit behind my back and they don't know I know. You feel what I'm saying? That's the hard part. You feel me?
Well, that's
doing them interviews and saying, all right, you can go over here and meet this person, but they got some money for you over here. What you gonna do? Right. I usually go with the money. You feel what I'm saying? So now I gotta say, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna chop it up. I'm gonna go sit over here for 5-6 hours. Ha ha he. Put a weak ass smile on, and shake some hands, kiss some babies and all of that shit.
That was kind of what my point is kind of leading to, because if you look at it with the amount of work that you have put on, I know you're saying you're having a lot of fun, but you have put in a substantial amount of work on the internet. Like, you have a lot of tapes out, you have a lot of music videos out, you have a lot of songs released. You've been putting yourself out there for a long period of time. So for me, I'm asking you, what do you think it is that didn't make you become a breakout artist in Detroit if you have been working for, again, 18 years?
I don't promote to Detroit, yeah. We already covered that, L.
Kind of not, though, because
we kind of did when I said I don't promote to Detroit, L. Like,
yeah,
if you're in my bubble, L,
but that's not
see my stuff.
That's not necessarily true, because
no, it is true. Because at one point in time, I did promote to Detroit, and you know what kept happening to me?
What?
I'm putting out a video today, and I'm paying people extra to promote it today. They're not promoting it to 2 weeks. So I have done it before, but that's why I don't do it now. Yeah,
right.
And you see my numbers are skyrocketing. You can go on my shit and look, it's skyrocketing.
Yeah.
The numbers, the video numbers match up with the music. It ain't no funny trickery, fakery, because it's a lot of fakery in the game. People buying Instagram people so they can make it look bigger when they ask for that feature money to get more money. People buying all kind of shit. Oh no, this is straight lace with me.
Well,
so if you want me to promote to the city, I can. But I don't want to. And the reason why I say I don't want to, L, is because it's a lot of different forces that's trying to come against me in the city. So I say, okay, bet, I'm going to rep it, do it for the city, but I'm going to promote it out this way.
What do you mean when you say forces?
Like what they like to say, gatekeepers.
Okay, so gatekeeping. So blackballing, gatekeeping.
Yeah, man. Listen, I can't even get a video on. I had 2 videos on For Show magazine before, right? One of them bitches within 2 hours was at like 3,000. One of them was at 5,000. Bitches got snatched down within hours. And it was people that worked for sure that shot the video and posted the shit up there. You feel me? Like, oh yeah, we can. If you pay
Why
me
do you
this
think
much.
for sure took down your stuff?
Cause them fucking doughboys was on some bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? They was on some total bullshit. And see, I ain't even come on here to talk about that, but them doughboys, they was on some total bullshit.
It sounds like what you're saying is that there's people that were not making it possible for you to prosper in Detroit, and you made you give up basically because you were like trying, and then
I never gave up on Detroit. I was just saying I'm not about to spend my dollar. Like if I can go spend it somewhere else and get real results that can bubble over to my city, I'm not about to take the money and spend it with this bozo over here. And I'm telling them post it today, and I'm paying extra. I'm asking you for extra.
Well.
And then you not posting it for 2 weeks, and then I'm hitting you up, and you act like you see it. And
well, what I'm saying too is that it sounds like a lot of stuff has been
big.
going wrong too with you trying to do business in Detroit, as with music.
Hell yeah.
With music.
Hell yeah.
Why do you think it is? Because not a lot of people have these problems once or twice, maybe.
Because people see that BMF name, so they want to maximize as much money as they can get. I ain't no fucking dummy.
Yeah, but snatching your videos down is they already got.
Oh
the
yeah,
money.
no. Because Joseph was fucking with the Doughboys. You feel what I'm saying?
And the Doughboys.
And then the Doughboys was, I guess they called themselves having a problem with me or not liking me or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So any work that could potentially went over that way, it got snatched down. And I done reached out to assistants of Joey. I done reached out to Joey personally, and assistants and answered back to me and all kind of shit. And they said, I don't know. I told them. And I'm not, like, when I know it's, like, kind of some weird shit, I ain't trying to, like, flex no money, but if it's money that you want for the weird shit to get undone, I can go get that and bring it back to you. You feel what I'm saying? So it was a lot of just little weird shit, bro. So I said, man, fuck that shit.
Yeah, it makes it more difficult.
I know I'm the one.
When people are outside, like you're saying, gatekeeping, there are people, whether people want to believe it or not, it's not a ghost story. There are people who do keep stuff in Detroit music. There are people that will not allow people to be promoted. There are people that will push people against you and almost boycott you. There's people that will spread bad things about your name to other people.
Hey, listen, that shit happened so many times on me. Motherfuckers spreading bad on my name, talking about don't work with him, he gonna do this, he wild. Man, all right, me and Kid L had a little mini wild experience, but I ain't no wild guy for real.
I still don't understand how you could be mad at me, though, because all I did was post what you said.
Because listen, when you told me you was going to run the shit back, you ran the shit back, but you never gave them motherfuckers the answer at the end. You still left it open. Like, bruh, what the fuck is we going to still leave it open for? Remember you did the files, the files, the cap files.
Oh. Yeah, but they left it open at the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You left it open.
But
Come on.
Remember what the narrator said, though? He said this one actually might be true. So
right, don't say might. Like, come on. We need to solidify it. Like, I am the first person with music on iTunes named Baby. Everybody else came before me. And then the people that somebody could say, oh yeah, he was rapping, his name was Baby. Well, funny thing about this wise guy, a lot of them people were signed. So when Apple first came out, they had to wait years before they got to put their shit on there. So like I said, I am the first official artist with the name Baby on iTunes.
Right. So
and then L, you let them motherfuckers cap you down coming on here talk about they the first. That's what pissed me off. I said I started this motherfucking podcast shit, and L gonna let these motherfuckers come on here and talk about they the first. This some bullshit.
You are the first person to come on and say you were the first to do something, which generated a lot of other people to say that they were the first.
L, you supposed to cut that shit out their interviews.
Why? You can't cut. You
don't
can
let
never
them
cut.
play. Don't let them play with your baby. Listen, like we on Soldier Boy. Hey, listen, they played it like we on Soldier Boy time. Everybody reenacted. Bow.
Well, some people do think that they were the first.
Come on, man.
Some
they
people
wasn't the first of shit.
Yeah, well, some people do think they were the first. Some people do.
I believe it. Never.
Honestly, there hasn't even been that many firsts. There's only been like 5 or 6
Man,
people.
it's been 30 niggas on this motherfucker talk about they the first. Look, that's how you can't even look straight. Man, it's been 30 motherfuckers on here talk about they the first.
Well, it's done now. It's done. There's no more firsts on this couch.
That shit is crazy.
It's done with. It's over with. We're not going to let people do it without
and then, L, I didn't listen. The main motherfuckers on this motherfucker that was joking, though, is the same motherfuckers that ran to this podcast after me thinking they was going to get the same motion.
They didn't.
They didn't.
The only person who did was the person who said he was the first person to say my baby.
Still, he didn't.
Oh yeah, shout out to
Still he
H-Dot,
didn't.
man. Hopefully you get through
Still,
your
he didn't.
medical
You want to know
condition.
who got the same? Oh my bad, bro.
There you go.
You want to know who got the same type of motion as me from this podcast?
Who?
Cash Doll. Because every time somebody come up here, who the first person they mention?
Cash though.
Okay then.
Yeah.
So she had more motion than me.
Yeah, well, it is Cash. Now,
I mean, it's Cash.
let's just talk about
A real Detroit player.
you know, you're having people delete your video or not have your videos. You're hiring videographers. They shoot 12 of your videos. You're not getting any of the videos back. You know, you're uploading stuff on these platforms, and the stuff you're getting uploaded and paying for to get uploaded is being taken down.
Yeah, a lot of fuck
It
shit.
seems like there is a force against you that is basically not allowing you to prosper as an artist in Detroit.
And what's crazy is I'm the one. I'm the one. And you want to know how I know I'm the one? Because I'm the one that stayed up them late nights studying this shit. You feel me? I'm the one who actually did this shit. And didn't say I was going to just do this shit and funded this shit.
Well, what's interesting too is that there's a lot of new platforms that are out that they don't have an owner anymore. It's like there's a platform out, we just call it like Detroit Media, and they post all stuff about Detroit rappers, but you don't know who owns the Detroit Media page. The Detroit Media page that's posting, you don't know who it is, and that's the smartest thing. They don't want anybody to know who they are anymore. Like For Show magazine,
That's
who,
cool.
who owned For Show?
So you think I should just spend my paper with them?
Well, I was gonna say something about that. Well, they still kind of do it.
Right.
Because I've had experience.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, they still do it. They still do kind of gatekeep where it's like, well, we fuck with this person, so we can't promote that for you. But it's like, what are you scared about? They can't find you.
This is what the fuck it is, L, right? We got a hole that was about this big, right? The bitch got blew open about that big. So every motherfucker trying to get in that motherfucking hole. So you know what they gonna do? Who look like they the smallest to get in? And I can keep a grip on them when they get up here. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm gonna pull you up. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfucker can't keep... they can't control what I'm saying. Because they not funding me. So I'm not a person that you can keep a grip on.
So what I notice a lot of is like this, right? Like who owned For Show magazine? What's his name?
I don't know.
Joseph McFashion. Oh, well, okay. If you don't want, well, okay.
Joseph. Okay.
Yeah, Joseph McFashion owned For Show magazine, right?
Okay.
It's very clear. He had For Show magazine. He was the owner of it. There's Detroit platforms.
And what happened to all of them artists that was on For Show magazine?
What happened to them?
What? I'm just asking. What happened?
They're there.
Are they?
I don't know.
Are they?
I don't know. I think the For Shows doesn't really promote like that no more. I don't know.
Do they?
I don't know.
I'm asking because I remember. No. Not trying to be funny. I remember at one point in time, everybody running around with For Show magazine chains on. You feel me? I really love that. That's what like kind of kickstarted all of this shit for us to even all be here. And then now I don't see nobody really with that shit.
Yeah, it must have been just an at the time thing or something. So now we have platforms that
Did he
come
fuck
out.
them?
Did he fuck who? For
The
Show?
artists.
Oh, I have no clue.
Oh, cause I see every now and then, like, you know, cause it's Instagram. I do see he posts music, but I don't really see the artist connected with. Like, I don't really see him on the shit.
Yeah, I actually
I
don't.
be seeing like newer artists.
I don't know. Actually, I don't really pay attention to the actual For Show magazine. But my whole point of even
What about all the Lando Bando? Remember he had all of the.
he had
where all his artists?
THHO, the hip hop lab.
Yeah.
He has the chain still, bro. He has
No. I'm not. I don't give a fuck about no drill. I'm talking about all of the artists.
He has
Because this is what I know
no,
Detroit
Lando's
from.
killing it right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's got BabyTron.
Okay. Yeah. We
He's
know
got
BabyTron.
a killer producer in Danny G.
BabyTron remind me of Eminem.
You think?
Cause color and the hair when Eminem let his hair grow.
He's half white, half black.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's what I heard.
that's
But
cool.
yeah, kind of right though. Like, you know.
But that's where I really don't listen to. I heard a few songs from, but I always every time I see him come across, I was like, that nigga.
It took me a while to like really get into his
Eminem.
music, but his music's actually BabyTron's music's actually legendary. It took
That's
me a minute
dope.
though. He's the first rapper
'Cause
where
listen,
the
I
intrigue
tell
is the
you,
talent more than me.
when I'm scrolling up and down the YouTube or anything, because I feel like he look like Eminem, I just push like. Give him a support. So that's cool that his music. And you don't do that, fans. Don't just support somebody because they look like somebody. Actually listen to the shit.
Yeah, you gotta listen to him.
But that's Eminem, so support that
I was
shit.
telling my cousin yesterday, he has the backward effect where like
Mm-hmm.
because what he's doing is so unique, it intrigues you more than the fact that the music
That he's
sounds.
Caucasian?
No, that the music
Hey, listen, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of that, bro.
What?
Listen, bro. I don't give a fuck if that nigga was trash. He's Caucasian. He looks more like y'all that support, that spend them dollars, than he look like us. So it don't matter if that motherfucker was saying whatever. He could even. Come on, bro. Let's not state the obvious. And this is why I'm gonna say let's not state the obvious. Oh, shout out to old girl, cause her shit is getting better. But you see how many people supporting that? White people support their own. That's what we gonna say.
Wait, are you saying BabyTron doesn't deserve the talent?
I don't know. I never listened to the shit. But what I'm gonna say, G-Eazy.
Bro, trust me.
G-Eazy, what was the other? Mac Miller.
Mac Miller was legendary too.
I didn't listen to none of that shit, but one thing they all got in common is what? That skin color.
Bro, I don't.
Ziggy? What the bitch name?
Ziggy Azalea?
Ziggy Azalea?
No, baby, bro.
She got that skin color. Ziggy?
Bro, BabyTron is legendary. Trust me, man.
I don't care, bro. That's what listen. This is, see, L, now you got me in my raw bag knock. I don't give a fuck about them type of rappers, bro.
Why? He's fundamentally sound.
Listen, bro, I don't give a fuck about them type of rappers. Because white people support their own. And listen, a motherfucking European will see that little nigga and he gonna support that just because of his hair color, skin color. He'll look at me and my shit could be better. That nigga ain't fucking with my shit. He ain't popping that shit in. Now the younger people, yeah, they ain't. You feel me? Because they seeing where that shit coming from, so they want to see more. They ain't, I want more. Man, anybody with that motherfucking skin color, bro, and they get, I ain't gonna say they gotta have a writer, but this is what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck about them type of rappers, bro.
Just because he's white?
They gonna do what they gonna do. No disrespect to Caucasian people. Those your people, man. Yeah,
dude, I know so many white rappers that are absolutely trash, though.
Hey,
like, straight up trash.
And they still get support. There's a lot of punk rockers out here motherfucking doing the show every motherfucking night. And there's rappers that can't get one motherfucking gig. They gonna do what the fuck they gonna do. They support their own. They get their people a try.
I have a question. How do you feel about black rappers getting support from white people then?
I love it. Come on, man. This is what this shit is for. Give us ours. Y'all not trying to give it to us no other way. Give us ours, man. We living this shit for real. We doing this shit that y'all scared to do and y'all just want to listen to. Y'all want to be entertained. Let us fucking-tain. Stop trying to intertwine and intermingle when, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Man, stay over there, bro.
Okay, how do you feel about the How do you feel about the podcast?
I love this podcast. You're not a culture vulture, none of that. You're a journalist. You want to hear our story. That's why I'm letting you stay over there. You feel what I'm saying? You're a comedian. That's why I'm letting you stay in your light. But a motherfucker coming into my light like, oh, I'm going to rap this shit. I thug this shit all my life. Or I did this, and now I know all about this shit. Man, come on, fuck you. What Peasy say, man? Nigga, fuck you. I ain't on that. I don't listen to them type of rappers. Now, I heard a couple of G-Eazy songs, and there's one song that I like and I keep playing, but I'm not looking for that shit, bruh. Just like I'm not looking for the Ice Spice shit. And she black. And she looked so much like that. Man, I'm not looking for that shit. It's a skin color thing, man. More people can relate to her than they can relate to Scarlett. What? And Scarlett is blowing up, bruh.
Why, when you were growing up, you didn't have
and her music way better than the Ice Spice, bruh.
When you were growing up, did you have any white friends that grew up around the same circumstances as you?
No.
You guys didn't? You didn't have the white mic?
No.
Right?
What the fuck is a white mic?
You know, like from the Wayans Brothers. They had a friend named. Remember?
You tripping? You
remember Wayans Brothers, the show?
Yeah.
They had a friend on the show called White Mike. There was a guy that he was white as fuck, but he talked gangster as shit. Anyway.
See, I mean, I moved, like I told you, I got kicked out of so many districts. I went to a school district, and there was this white boy named Chris. He was like, kind of acted like he was black and this, that, and the third. And we cool. We was hanging and all of that. And he still be trying to hit me up to this day. But, bro, I don't rock like that.
Wait a minute.
Dog.
I just realized something. You were just talking about Eminem and how much you love Eminem.
Right, but you hear the shit that he talking about, killing his mom, fucking a bitch in the ass, killing a bitch. That's some shit that white people do. I respect him for his shit. He dressed like a Detroit white boy. Baggy pants, Jordans, you feel me? Air Force Ones, that's all the nigga wear. I respect him for that. I fuck with Eminem. That's why I fuck with him. He's a Detroit white boy. He not saying, oh yeah, I got the blocks, I'm about to chop it up, or I'm over here doing the scams, I'm over here fucking the bitches and doing... No, he's not. He talking about his wife problems, how he keep going back and forth, his mother problems. I respect him for that, and I love it.
Because he stayed in his realm of what his knowledge is. He didn't try to talk about...
On you hip bum?
Is that what it is?
You hip?
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm not trying to fuck with all that.
So he wasn't
shit.
trying to cross over into anything he didn't know about.
And that's why I fuck with Paul Wall music. All his music about sipping, syrup, and swanging.
Interesting.
But all that other shit, I ain't fucking with that shit. Yeah.
What's
Send that shit to somebody else who subscribe to it.
What's the blueprint right now for you as far as maneuvering and getting yourself bigger and bigger in the music scene?
Yeah, it's coming to a point where it's like, what's gonna stop me at this point?
Right. But how do you not get
Like, what's gonna stop me at this point?
How do you get there?
I done saved my money for years. I done made wise investments. I done spent my money right. Long as they got people that's willing to help promote my shit, and I can keep going in the studio that I own, sending my shit out to my mixers in Houston, and they mixing it the way I like it, so it still sound raw, but you feel me, you can fuck with it. What's gonna stop me?
Right. Well,
Cause I ain't never heard nobody say, "Yo, this shit trash."
now that
It's just they gotta hear it.
you got past the point of people can't just go around deleting music videos anymore like they used to.
I got my own channel, bro.
Yeah, so
I got my own website.
you have
bro.
no way of somebody stopping you from creating and pushing out.
The only thing that could stop me is me.
Right.
Me not doing it. Me not waking up. Me not doing these interviews so more people know me.
Do you remember the rapper Papa Activelli?
Yeah.
He came on here one time and he talked about how he was generating hundreds and millions of views on YouTube, but nobody told him that he was getting paid for
Yeah, I heard that.
any of that.
You know, I watch all this shit. Yeah, I heard that.
And I actually felt bad, and I was looking at that clip the other day, and I was like, damn, this dude had no clue, and people were profiting off of him. And
I also feel bad for all the motherfucking artists in Detroit that has signed to other people to get their art out, and that's holding other people down. Them same platforms is holding other people from not busting through. That fucked all them artists.
What do you mean?
Yeah, they didn't know they was getting paid either. A lot of them.
So a lot of artists...
So it was happening a lot around this motherfucker. So that's why I'm reluctant to pay a lot of these motherfuckers. Yeah, okay, we pushing the needle forward. Yeah, man, fuck all that shit. How many artists did y'all rape along the way? That motherfucker could have been big ass stars around this bitch. That's why I do my own thing. Yeah, I got my own label. I'm pushing my own line, my own move. You want to fuck with me? Come fuck with me. It is what it is. You going to get it how I'm motherfucking speaking and I'm walking it like I'm talking. Anything else is irrelevant in my world.
Right on.
Straight up, yeah.
Right on. So so what you're saying is that there's not even just an ignorance for the artist that's a part of these bigger labels and signed to these other artists. Unfortunately, there's an ignorance of where they're getting ripped off, and they don't even realize that it's happening.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Because if the money is going to the person who signed you, then you'll never really know what's exactly
You never
happening.
really know.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I done heard situations where motherfuckers done told them, I paid for this, I brought this chain but took the chain back. So how the motherfucker had to pay for a chain?
What do you mean? So artists pay for their own chain, and then the label takes
No,
them?
they didn't pay for it initially. But when they was trying to leave, I didn't heard stories where artists saying that, them label owners was like, we want this chain back. You owe me for this chain. And be having people in little weird ass contracts and shit like that.
What do you think what do you think is really hurting the Detroit rap scene from fully prospering?
Dog. Straight up. It's so many. Like, bro, we been the mecca of music. We been where the talent is at. It's just one of them things where we a hustle city. We a cutthroat city. A lot of people don't know where their next meal is coming from. Even motherfuckers that's out here like looking like they spending it and getting it, they don't know where it's coming from. So it's nothing for them to jump on a little guppy, you feel me, and munch on them. And that's what's happening.
So do you think that the growth of the Detroit music scene is an illusion?
I'm not saying that it's an illusion, but shit, you got the ones that's winning and they seeing opportunities where they got they people that's around them and they can capitalize off of it and help them a little bit along the way, and they doing that. But, like you said one time, it's going to be one of them things where because it's running like that all of the big artists are going to start to crumble and fold, and then there's going to be new artists emerging. And I just happen to be one of the motherfucking leaders in the forefront of this shit because I've been in the background for so long.
Who do you have support from around you on the artist angle that is a contributor to the Detroit rap scene?
I don't feel like I got nobody around me that's that. I connect with who I connect with, and I vibe out with. Damn, I definitely gotta get some new Louis. You got some gum on this shit.
Yeah.
But You know, it's artists that I pay for service. You know, I got it misconstrued so many times where I thought artists were my friends, and then when I asked them for verses, they hit me with numbers. So now I can't say I have anybody in my corner. I can't say that any artist in the entertainment business truly has anybody in your corner. Long as you could pay as you weigh, or as long as you the hot thing, since motherfucking new shoestrings, niggas gonna lace you in, you know. And then when you ain't, they gonna replace your ass, you get me?
Yeah, that's another interesting thing too, that a collaboration between two people where there's no money in between could be beneficial for both people, but one person always needs to have something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even if they know it could help them blow up.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting time for the music scene because I do feel like there's a little bit of an illusion of how much success is actually happening in Detroit music right now. I don't think it's...
You remember what I told you earlier, like, it's weird shit going around where motherfuckers is paying for followers, paying for post likes, so when they post these posts, they can ask for more money. I'm looking at the videos daily. I'm looking at the numbers daily. Just because a motherfucker got numbers, don't worry about a motherfucking number. Motherfuckers is paying top-notch promotion companies as they should because they're artists and they're serious about their business and they're trying to reach out to more people. You feel me? So that's why even the 1 million views that I got is cool, but what the fuck ever. When I know that I had a marketing company help me push that to 1 million. Like, yes, I keep getting so many different DMs from all different countries and different people telling me they love that song, but I didn't just drop the bitch and it did 1 million like T Grizzly. That's not some shit that usually happens every day. So fuck these numbers, fuck the illusion of these pictures, these likes and all of that shit.
You're right. You're right.
Focus on what artists that you like. We're in a different market. We're in a different time where there's so many artists out here. If you like an artist, support that artist because we need it. You know, that's it. That's all. Like, anything else really irrelevant in my world, kid.
Yeah. They're even starting to show the stream farms now, where you can actually see how fake streams are generated.
Mm-hmm.
It's a room filled with cell phones on cell phone holding stands, and you know, they're just somehow replaying the videos over and over and over again to generate more views. I was on one of these Detroit platforms recently where they were showing it, which is insane that these things exist. You know what's funny is RJ Lamont actually said that there was streaming farms. He came on my podcast and said it, and everybody was like, no, that's not true, that's not true. And now there's footage of these streaming farms coming out. So it's almost like everybody was like, RJ's losing it, but it's like, no, he was actually right. These things exist.
No, he was. I seen the interview. Like, he wasn't losing it, and the reason why I know he wasn't losing it because when French and 50 was battling, 50 outed French for having fake views.
Really?
You feel me? And then other places start outing them too. Like, it's been, and I do, like I said, I do all this research on music. It was a point in time where you can buy those fake things and you will actually get money from it too.
Oh.
But, you know, they got smarter with the technology, so now it's just giving people fake views and shit. It's not actually paying people no more.
Yeah,
and that's why they're
crazy.
taking less, and people keep wondering, like, creators like myself who actually putting out content, really trying to get somewhere. We like, damn, they keep cutting our money. Yeah, they cutting our money because it's motherfuckers that's with these big corporations and they don't really want to offend them. Because if Nicki Minaj video's not here no more, I'm not posting my video there. You feel what I'm saying? I'm finding wherever she posting her shit so I could be on the same. So they know that. So they not outing these people like these are fake ass views. They're running these numbers up so y'all can see that they can look like something, but it's really nothing. Because it showed with the City Girls, 4,000 units and counting.
But the only thing that they can really sell from that is like features, right? Because nobody's gonna put up to your show.
No way, Jose.
So what do you make money off if you're fake streaming?
Shit, Jocelyn got a show, bruh. And I believe she fake streaming. She been doing a whole fucking tour on a song. And when I looked it up on motherfucking Spotify in the video, because I sent one of my ladies to the fucking shit in Chicago, I say this bitch don't even got 1 million. And it's been out for a year. You get what I'm saying? They running them numbers up to the high thousands or to the millions when they first do it so they can appear to other people like, just like this, L. If you walk in a motherfucking, well, not you, but you could be a random person. Most random people, if they walk in a motherfucking place and everybody is raving about a corn dog, what are they most likely going to order?
The corn dog.
The corn dog. You feel what I'm saying? So if a motherfucker go to your video and they see you only got 100 views, that bitch could be the hardest motherfucker in the world. People in the comments could be saying that's the hardest shit in the world. Motherfucker on next. They go to that shit and say 20 million, 500,000. What you think they gonna do, L?
Check it out.
They gonna check that motherfucker out. So they selling likeness to people.
Right. Right.
You know? And
So
that's why I ain't caught up in that shit.
They're luring you in with the views.
Yeah. And that's why I ain't caught up in that shit, L. So you keep asking me, am I successful? Yeah, I'm successful in my life because I did it in the right way. Everything that I'm gaining, all of the people that's communicating and waiting for my music to drop, I know I made it the right way.
Did you ever witness anything that was happening in the Detroit music scene that you thought really hurt what Detroit's progression could have been?
Yeah, it's a few things, but shit, I mean, even though I spoke on some things on this platform that's not my jurisdiction to talk on, I don't feel like those things are.
Okay.
Because it's been a lot, though. A whole lot of shit. But that go back to time periods and when certain people was gatekeepers and gatekeepers. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. The originality of the gatekeeping had good intention when they first were doing it, because it was basically like, you're not going to come to Detroit and work out here and then not give anything back to it or provide anything to it.
That's what it was about?
Yeah. Gatekeeping
I didn't know that.
What did you think it was about?
Extortion?
Extortion?
Yeah.
That's a good thing to say too, probably.
Like,
But extortion is the same thing as...
I always thought gatekeeping was like extortion. Like, okay, you come to our city, I need that motherfucking bag. Or shit, I'm gonna have everybody around this bitch look at you like you the enemy and we gonna fuck you up.
There's levels to it, right? The gatekeeping, as far as if you're gonna come here, you're gonna have to make it beneficial for the city, or make it beneficial for us somehow.
So what have Jeezy done?
That's a question Dogface asked.
What has Jeezy done? And listen, and Jeezy supposed to be a part of the family. That's what he say.
Jeezy's doing like community events.
Is he? Is Jeezy paying for those out of pocket? That's what I need to know. Anybody that's coming here doing anything that might be charity, or like, are they paying for it out of pocket, or are they getting paid to come and sit there and hee ha ha and cuckoo and to draw people out?
So he's not doing it like as a charity?
I don't know.
Right.
I'm just asking. That's a question that we posing for Detroit when we let these people come in. If we want to really talk about some gatekeeping and not, it's all about just not supporting the motherfucker. If nobody starts buying them Jeezy tickets, he's going to sign somebody else because he wants that support. He signed Doughboys when he felt like his support was, everybody like, he signed him because he thought it was hot. No, his support was declining in Detroit. And the family, we was trying to make it hard for that guy. Like, we was really trying to make it hard for that guy to come here every time he came to this bitch. So then he signed those guys, and it kind of opened door back up for him. Like, oh, okay, we got Jeezy. So it's like, nah, it's like I could still muscle my way into a Jeezy concert if I want to and be on stage and all of that. But it's like, before the nigga was scared to hop out the motherfucking car. So all we gotta do is not support the nigga. He gonna sign somebody else. He like his paper. Shit.
You think that it's an interesting theory. I mean, I don't know how deep you are involved in it, but that it's an interesting outlook on it that he signed Doughboys cash out to
protection.
Basically continue working in Detroit comfortably and prosperously, like where it's beneficial.
What did you see him really working with them? Besides the one record for real.
Well, it was interesting hearing Doughboy Clay talk about it on the podcast because
I think he wanted payroll.
Yeah, he said a couple guys didn't get signed. He said only a few.
I think he only wanted payroll.
Oh, okay.
Payroll dope. He looked like a Detroit player. He looked like an image of a Detroit guy. He looked like he could be about what he's rapping about.
Jeezy, because I feel like one day I'm gonna get in so much trouble for this, but I gotta take your word for it because of your affiliation with certain things. That's why it happened the way it happened.
I mean, Jeezy is one of them guys where a lot of people gonna say a lot of different things about him. You just go on the internet, you can go wherever, however. He doesn't care. So
what do you think about Yo Gotti's affiliation?
He might not fuck with you and give you an interview.
I don't think he would ever come on here anyway. He only has his friends interview him, like Fat Joe and stuff like that.
Yeah, where he can control the interview.
Yeah,
and not get asked the hard questions. Like why you ain't help me to get out of jail, you know. Why did you only send him $500 at first when he went in for almost a decade? You know, why was you running around using the BMF name?
Who are you talking about?
Jeezy.
Oh, he was. I didn't know he was using the BFF name.
Man, come on. Every other CD, he put a song about BMF. Man, nigga, you ain't even fuck with. Like, you and Bo was cool, but him and J Bo wasn't even cool like that, man. It'd be a lot of little bullshit in the game, bro.
Yeah, it's hard to tiptoe with it because I don't want to.
That's why motherfucker don't like me, because I ain't with that phony shit, bro.
Well, like I was bringing up Yo Gotti because he is an artist that comes to Detroit and helps and signs artists from
he
here.
Making his rounds, ain't he? He doing a good thing. That's a good man.
So you think Yo Gotti's doing it the right way?
He's a good man.
What's the difference between how Yo Gotti's handling Detroit versus how Jeezy handled Detroit?
He's a good man.
Okay. And obviously one artist was 4-2 Doug that he picked up,
And he living lovely. See that support him, that push that he gave that man. Him and Baby, they some good man.
Yeah, he even got him out of like prison like way earlier.
I done seen fucking Detroit artists on Doug songs where they could really say, man, fuck that shit. You fucking with these new artists. They some good man. You feel me?
Right. Cool.
You know? And I think a lot of other people want to come to Detroit and fuck around, but it's just we got gatekeepers here that'll be like, hey, no, don't fuck with that artist.
You think there's still strength in gatekeeping in Detroit?
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, it's strength in gatekeeping anywhere, because somebody is always going to take the word of somebody that they kind of know or know through somebody before they just go check something out. You feel me? So gatekeeping going to be prevalent, to the end of time till we die off this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because it ain't shit for me to say, hey, no, I don't sign this person because this is that and the third. And this shit's still going on.
Yeah, there's phone calls that always happen. People asking questions about certain artists, and then you're just going off of other people's words.
Yeah.
If the person's credible or not credible or what it is. But then some people can just straight up lie. I mean, I've actually personally happened to me where
it happened to me.
Yeah, people were literally saying things, and I was like, "This is
talk about a nigga talking about I'm gonna bring guns to the studio and all kind of shit, man." Man, the guns gonna be outside the studio, goofy. You ain't bringing that shit in the workplace, stupid. And then if we is, the security gonna have it right there. He registered and all that. So if we gotta pop off, he gonna do the popping. But that's the type of games people play here, though. L.
When you look at all the cities that do have a music scene, which music scene do you look at and say they are doing it as close to the right way as you can right now?
First off, when we all say this shit, what is the right way? Because remember, this shit is really coming from New York. Everybody was fucking battling. Nobody supported nobody. So what the fuck is the right way, L? This shit is the goofiest I need a handout, I ain't a man type of shit I ever heard.
You think the rap game is like that?
Now? Hell yeah. Hell the fuck yeah. Don't that sound like some female shit?
You're kind of right.
Let's be together, guys. We're all supposed to be thinking we're the best, so we're going to act like we're friends. We're going to slime each other out behind our backs. I'm the best. Yeah, don't fuck with him. That's girlfriend chatty patty shit.
Yeah, man.
Fuck that.
Kind of makes you...
Let's do the song, nigga, for the paper, or let's do the song because you respect me out of love, but we don't got to be around each other. We can shoot the video and be cordial. We can laugh. We can joke, but if we feel like we homeboy, we can take it further than that. But we don't have to do none of that shit. This is not motherfucking, what do you call that shit? When the little bitches be dancing. This not ballet. We're not in sync around this motherfucker. No, we rappers. I don't care about, listen, not no disrespectful way. I'm not looking at what the next man doing. I'm not trying to hear the nigga music. Unless somebody bring it to me like, hey, this shit cold. Or this shit remind me of you. Then I'm listening to it. I don't got my own race to run. This is rap, man. Everybody trying to get to the top.
Yeah.
I like Drake. I like what he doing. I've been hearing a lot of more records, and I'm like, damn, this shit hit. Oh, I could feel this. Oh, he on one. But I want that spot. I'm not comfortable with a guy being from another country for real, where their music standards are way lower. He goes gold. He can go platinum very quick over where he's from. But not only is he doing it there, he's doing it here. I love it. Because I'm a music lover and I love the songs, but as an artist, I want that spot, bro. All the motherfucker gotta do is let's do features. You can get paid for it or whatever, but that ain't like nah.
Well, that's why it kind of trips me out though, because even when you see supposedly super successful rappers at the mainstream level or close to the mainstream levels that they're still selling features, and it really does confuse me. I didn't like. I mean, I have no problem with Lil Baby, but I think he said something about. Lil Baby said something about he would give a free feature to some Detroit rappers, like certain specific ones, and I was like, why don't you just work with them? Like, instead of saying that, because like that means you're still Lil Baby's still selling features.
Oh yeah. Now
But,
that's
like,
sick.
But the thing is, like, I don't understand how mainstream rappers.
But you want to know why they selling features?
Why?
Because just like the mainstream level, just like the middle level or the underground level, you only getting paid when people listening to your music or you doing a show. So all that time in between time, where like people be like, "Oh, this rapper's stupid. He was over here doing this. He had a career. What the fuck he gonna do in the meantime?" Like, people don't understand that about us. We don't get paid like you got. Everybody that's working a job or got like a business going when they COD, they are great. Like, y'all don't understand that. Y'all really have it the best. We hustling for everything we get. So I understand, people selling features, but yeah, like you said, when a person is
Lil Baby successful.
You know what? No, I wouldn't say that because we still haven't seen the peak of Baby yet. Even when people thought we did because of the concerts. No, that wasn't the peak of Baby. It was just bad timing in the world. He picked the time to do the concert.
But like, how much money do you fucking need?
But no, see, Elliot ain't about the money.
What is it?
And he's not J. Cole status yet. J. Cole, he shouldn't sell no features. Any feature that J. Cole give out, unless he doing it for somebody like a Young Thug, because they both way up there, Jay-Z or something like. But other than that, any feature he do with an underground artist or a new artist, he should be giving that to them. That's a gift. That's a blessing. Because they making millions off these tours, 500,000 a show. So those type of people, no, Jay-Z don't be needed. He don't need to sell no features.
I heard Ice Cube was selling features at one point, and like
he the OG.
Yeah.
What, Ice Cube can't get his?
Yeah,
Damn, L, you shiesty.
But bro,
you got them Versace's, and man, listen, you let JR. Hey, me and JR got a song coming, but you let JR
what's the song
fill your
you and
head
JR?
up. It's get a bag, man.
That's what the song called? It's
Yeah.
called?
But you let JR fuck your head up.
About what?
With them shades. Now you don't want OG to get no paper because you want everybody else to have a paper. You want you to have a paper.
You already have so much fucking money. Why are you selling features?
It ain't about that, bruh.
What is it about?
Because at the end of the day, like right now, Jay-Z is at a height where, all right, nigga, you don't supposed to sell no features at all. Give Jay-Z 10 years, like, nigga, you need to sell some features just to give people opportunity to say, I had this legend on the song. See, it's different type of things you got to do in the game to sustain your business. You feel me? Right now, while Jay-Z's at the Mecca, really, he not dropping shit, but he's at the Mecca. He's the hottest right now. Anything Jay-Z do, we're going to talk about it. He don't need to sell shit. Personally, he don't even need to come out with a rap album, but every 5 years. Like, if he want to do that shit, but he don't need to do shit but chill. Wait till you get older. Then sell them features to a young dog like me who always wanted to hover verse, man.
I wanted to read off to you something which is kind of interesting. I think we'll close it out on this topic here, but basically they released a list of the hottest female artists right now, and I found it kind of interesting because I don't agree with this. But anyway, this is what it says. It's only 2 months left in 2003, and these are the only artists who have motion.
Mm-hmm.
These are the best new artists of 2023. Number 1, Sexy Red. Number 2, Honcho. Number 3, YTB Fat. Number 4, V's. Number 5, Boston Richie. Number 6, La Tyler. Number 7, Skilla Baby. Number 8, D Baby. Number 9, Rob 49. And number 10, AMG Twins.
Oh, shit, I thought you was talking about ladies at first, because I was about to say, I don't listen to lady rap music at all. I don't. That's somebody else's lane for somebody else's thing. But all of the guys that you just named, those are the newest guys right now that's been popping. We have had so much shit done in the world and to this world and so many different chain events. It's really hard for people to think who been having motion, L. For real, for real. Because that's like the same shit that happened with these Detroit lists. I ain't never fell off. I ain't never took no years when I ain't made no music. And I ain't on the list. A lot of my videos got way more video numbers than a lot of these guys. Like, for real life. But it's all about who, you feel me, people see at that time in the forefront. Those guys, they're doing terrific. They getting a lot of push. Shout out to V's. Shout out to anybody else that's from Detroit that's on that list. But that's all it is, L. We just having so much shit. The world moves so quick now, L.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta have an impact from start to finish.
Yeah.
If you don't have that impact from start to finish, you're not gonna be on that list. If you come in the middle and you finish it to the end, you're gonna be on that list because you freshly on them people's mind. Was Ice Spice on that list?
No.
She wasn't. Why? Because she mainstream.
Sexy Red was the main female rapper.
So they wasn't putting mainstream people on there because Ice Spice technically is mainstream.
I think they're saying that Sexy Red has more emotion right now than Ice Spice has emotion because they didn't put Ice Spice on the list.
Yeah, I think they're just going by who is like
right now is like fucking right in front of your face. I really do think Ice Spice took a backseat to Sexy Red. In my opinion,
I think
feel
she
like
did.
Sexy Red way more than I see Ice Spice.
Yeah, but she on a different level now. She's super mainstream. Sexy Red, I want to say she just got signed, but she's still trying to grind it up. You know, she's still paying. You know, you still get a Sexy Red feature.
For sure.
You know.
Is there anything you want to talk about before we close out?
Not for real, L. You know, everybody just fuck with my music if you fuck with me. You know, I ain't on here gonna cap you down or none of that shit. I'm a real individual. Check out my YouTube channel. Check out my vlogs. Check out everything, little thing that I'm doing, and I'm finishing up with my movie.
What movie?
The making of a Detroit player. You know, showing people like, I ain't gonna say it's like autobiography, but I'm just showing some shit that, you know, a Detroit person would go through. You know, trying to be flossy and bossy out here in these streets.
Is there a release date for it or anything?
Nah, cause I keep like fucking around with this court shit, getting locked up, having to come out fighting and shit. But it's coming sooner than later. We just got like probably 30 more minutes worth of footage we gotta get.
Yeah, that's close then, yeah.
Yeah, so it's really close to done, for real.
For sure. Appreciate you being back on again, man. This was actually super
I
insightful
appreciate
talk.
you.
The end of this talk was actually some shit I'm gonna play back a couple times because you say some shit that makes me reflect on like what the fuck I got going on. But I appreciate you being a part of this, man. We're at Parallel Sound Studio, High Low Visuals, shooting these productions. We're out.
Global.